Welcome back to the Rolling Rucks. We're Stu, Charlie, and our three kids, Oliver, Dexter and Amelia. We've taken our motorhome on lots of adventures over the last 15 months. We've visited some spectacular places.
But now is the time to see if we can convert this 2-year-old crafter into a fully functional camper van that sleeps all 5 of us. We're doing it from scratch, learning as we go, giving it our blood, sweat and tears. We want a gas-free van with a shower and a toilet and as much open space as we can get.
Join us this week as we continue the build. Hi, welcome back to the channel. Last week you saw us finish off our van build where we left the workshop. This week we're doing something a little bit what I would consider crazy, but some of you might think is absolutely fine. So we've put the motorhome into its usual storage spot. And rather than take the motorhome with us for the alloy wheels and the electrics, we've decided we're just going to take the crafter. Now, the electrics aren't actually on there until Wednesday, so we've got heating and we've got beds and we've got a toilet. So we figured, why not just go up in the crafter and sleep super stealthy? I fitted the crafter with some fairy lights, which I've thankfully put batteries in, so we'll have that for lighting. I've also been to pick this up as well. I thought this was really cool. Wasn't too expensive, but you know what batteries are like, they cost just as much. So I'm thinking, well, that will be a long-term thing. I can put that in the van and it can stay there and be a bit of a feature rather than wasting the cash. So we've made it. Stu's done all his maintenance on here in the crafter in Vangeli. We are literally about to hit the road. It's so exciting. And can I just say, first things first, there's more room in this than meets the eye, right? I was packing this up. I've literally taken everything off the motorhome myself. Clothes, toiletries, cutlery, the lot. Everything that we needed. I've taken it off thinking, oh, there's no way this is gonna fit. And it fits, and I've got space to spare. So I'm impressed with that.
And to be fair, Char was the biggest worrier on this. So
I've been a little miss negative, I'll be honest.
Happy, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, so we're going to go hit the road. We're going to go in Stealth Park tonight. We've been driving for a little bit now. We've been on the road for about an hour, maybe, yeah, about an hour. And we've needed to get some fuel. So this is our first test to see how much the fuel is in Vangeli compared to Sheila. Now, Sheila has been costing us about 120 to 140 pounds to fill her up completely. So far we're hitting about 70 quid, but we were completely in the red and it's still going, so we'll give that a chance. So one positive I've noticed from Vangeli already is that there's no rattles. It seems smoother on the road. We've been driving through windy conditions. It's dark, it's raining. It feels like he's sticking to the road much better. With Sheila, we've obviously got the overcab, and then what we find is we're getting blown across the road quite a lot, and I don't feel comfortable driving that. It just makes me feel really uneasy. Whereas with Vangeli, I'll drive this no problem. So aside from the space issue, which everybody is fully aware of, and we've admitted from day one, so far so good. So we've just turned up in a Tesco extra car park.
So we've just driven around the car park, yeah. And there's no parking signs. It says there's a 3-hour stay Monday to Sunday, but that only applies from 9 in the morning till 6 in the afternoon. So we're gonna find ourselves a nice little quiet corner, back ourselves in and go and pitch up for the night. I'm thinking beer, love.
So love, we've made it in the back of the van.
I know. Got a main light working,
yeah.
Got the diesel heater up and running, so no one's going to be cold tonight. The bathroom's operational, so it's like about 9:30 now, so the kids are going to get their heads down, we're going to get our heads down and just chill this evening. In the morning we'll do the alloys, but we'll show you where we parked.
Yeah.
An unexpected stealth parking.
Yeah, a bit naughty really. We got some fairy lights because Stu said, oh, it's going to be really dark, we're not going to have any lighting or electrics. So I was thinking, oh gosh, we're not going to be able to use the fridge or the kettle or anything. So I was like, get the lights up. But Stu somehow has managed to get these working.
Yeah, I remembered when I was working in the unit, I had set up both the diesel heater and this light to run off the EcoFlow, and it's still like it. So I just plugged in, I was like, oh yeah, we've got the main light.
So what's shining in there brightly is that light that I showed you earlier on. Now that was a bargain. That was like 5 quid or something from Asda. you can't really see that it's bulbs anymore, but it is bulbs and it's super bright. So, but I will fix that up somewhere because I think that'll be quite handy one of these days. It's good, isn't it? It's good.
Little things and a cheeky little switch.
We've been able to get our van.
If someone needs to use the
here.
bathroom in the night, then there is light in here for them.
Yeah, so our beds are all made up. The kids haven't got their dividers tonight purely because
I've only done a temporary.
It's temporary.
Start up in there for them.
Yeah.
Hello, Pop.
You like it in there?
Into the
Oh dear.
They're a bit excited.
Yeah, they are excited. To be fair, they've been really well behaved. They've taken it all in their stride, and actually they have been the most excited out of all of us. I've been super negative about the space or lack thereof, and I've been pleasantly surprised when I was unpacking the motorhome to bring it into here, actually how much space we did have in the cupboards and being able to put things away. So, you know, we'll see. At the end of the day, no one said this van was ever going to be big. This is a test to us. It's a challenge. If, you know, obviously we're able to do it, then great. If we enjoy it, even better. And if not, you know, we're in a fortunate position. We've got the motorhome that we can always go back to and use that for our travelling. So whichever way, we're all right. So, and also, the other thing that I meant to mention was nothing in here is permanent. If anything at any point doesn't work out for us, if we don't sell the van, obviously, then Stu can actually move things around and make improvements or take things out. And also, when we got this van, we were thinking, well, if it's future-proof, then it's going to work. At some point, the kids won't want to come away with us anymore. And, you know, we won't need these seats here. We'll see. We'll see which one works and which one we like the best. But so far, Vangeli, 2 points. Sheila, 1 point. And the reason Sheila's got her point was because I was bursting for a wee on the way up here and I realised I couldn't walk between the seats at the front.
Yeah.
To go back for a wee.
We's have to be a bit more planned.
Yeah, yeah. But so far so good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Stu fitted these lush curtains. I was planning on having a nice blind by here, but whatever. I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can't really see it that great. Actually.
They're just little black. They're blackout curtains.
Yeah.
And look, you can open a window.
Oh, it started to rain. But here we are, parked right next to a tree in Tesco. So if we make it to the morning, then we'll let you know. Well, that was an interesting first night. It was incredibly noisy. We stayed in Tesco's and it's not something I would have ever thought we would do, to be honest with you. We're heading off this morning to get some new shoes for this girl because at the moment we've still got them little wheels on. And I figured, well, as we're in Tesco's, it's only right that I go in, get myself a coffee and some breakfast. So, didn't sleep too well. Pebbles was so excited, he was jumping all over everybody, and the sirens and the noise, and I think the location where we are is quite central, so lots of movement of traffic. But yeah, we're going to find something a little bit more peaceful tonight because we're heading for an Airbnb or a hotel, so I'm looking forward to that. I may even go and get me and the kids bath bombs so we can muck about with them later. So this is where we parked. So you see Tesco's is just there. There's Vangeli under a tree, and there's just a fence behind. There's nothing behind there. So yeah, I'm gonna go get some coffee. So we've come in here. They've got, fair play, they've got a lot of choice, haven't they? I mean, look.
It's nice. You can come in and you can actually see the wheels straight away. So it's like, you know, use your options. And obviously, not every wheel fits every vehicle. So he showed us now the ones that do fit our vehicle. So we're gonna have a look at them. Yeah, so we've had a look at these. They come in like a gunmetal grey and the gloss black. So we're gonna see which ones we think are gonna look nice on the van. They've also got the BF Goodridges in stock. So they've said they're gonna show us the 2 different tread styles on these. So we'll have a look, see which ones we like. I personally really like these. I think they look badass, but they're not in stock, which is really unfortunate. They've got these ones. And I think he said, oh, these ones. That to me looks a little bit more like a car wheel than a van. And these. Now, I quite like them as well.
Do you know what? I'm just looking. I actually prefer that one to the horse racing one.
Yes.
I do.
I do agree with that, actually.
He said, but then he said this one was available, and I actually prefer that again.
Yeah.
That's my favourite one, is that one, love.
Yeah, my favourite's over there and it's not in stock. What's the chances, eh?
Yeah. Like, that's quite a dark grey. I'm wondering if we could get away with that.
Not sure. You did say...
You got the big black tyres, do you know what I mean? You've got the big
Oh, here he comes now with the two wheels.
Rolling.
Rolling.
There we go.
Nice.
So,
Two different BFGs. So this is the one you're probably most familiar with, which is the
KO2.
Yeah.
This has been out probably sort of 4 to 5 weeks, the trail terrain.
I quite like that because it's more rounded on the corners.
So what's the difference between the two? Because we're completely uneducated.
These are 50-50. So 50 off-road, 50 on-road. Whereas these are more sort of 70-30, so 70 on-road, 30 off-road. So you're still going to get a nice driving experience and off-road capability.
So these are more like the grabbers, is it? A version of the grabbers?
The grabber's still 50-50.
Trail.
They do look nice. Let me just go up and show. Right, so these are more rounded on the corners here.
Yeah.
They don't look
we
as
get
mean.
told with these ones they can be a bit noisy and they affect the MPG.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming these are a bit better for road noise and
Yeah,
the
from the
MPG.
feedback that we've had, yes.
And then what's this one?
That's the grabber.
That's the general grabber, the 83, is it?
Right, let me have a look then. Sorry.
But I mean, we've had customers that can't fault the KO2s with the crafters and they haven't noticed a difference whatsoever. Again, with these, I've got as a guy on the crafter form.
I think we just boss it and we go all out, babes, and we just go centre. Let's go big fat middle one.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, BFGs.
Let's do that. Let's just go for the big fat ones.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted, wasn't
It
it?
is what we wanted.
So-
with the KO2.
Yeah. Let's get those. They do look at the tread on that. That looks mean. And we're going to Scotland.
No, it's in boots, isn't it? It's the final finish.
Yeah.
So. We're being very indecisive. We're like kids in a sweet shop. There's too much choice. So what they've done, which I think is pretty cool, is they've brought out these plates, put them up against the van so we can see the alloy on the van prior. And to be fair, it's absolutely hammering it down, and he's still going for it. So we're going to take a look at some of these wheels. So that's a black Rhino.
Oh my god.
White lettering.
We think we've picked them. Go show them.
Look at these. Black Rhinos. They are grey. They look insane.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
Well happy with that. These guys sold to us really well. Didn't know we were coming. We popped in, ran through all the wheels, showed us exactly what was in stock, but also what could be fitted on our van, because not every wheel can go on every van. What do you think, love?
I'm absolutely chuffed to pieces. She's got new wheels. We're heading up to Scotland. The only thing was we forgot to get the wheel carrier fitted, so we've got to pop back for our fifth wheel.
Yeah, get our fifth wheel.
But they've said they'll keep that for us.
Yes.
And they couldn't do enough, could they? They got us straight in, they fitted it all. It's fantastic.
So if you're looking for some wheels, alloys, tyres, come to Elite Wheels and Tyres. They've also given us a discount code to give to you guys. If you use RUCK5 on their website, you'll get that 5% discount as well.
Can't argue with that.
Happy. So should we hit the road boat?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So that's the wheels on the van. Now it's time for the electrics. Now with the electrics, it's something that's new to us, and I've actually worked with 3 different companies to get this right, because we're going gas free. There's just no room for error. So the first company that we approached was a company called Tiny Build Electrics. So I spoke with Tom at Tiny Build Electrics, and then video called me on our first appointment, and they were really thorough, to be fair. They ran through what we sort of had planned, what our idea was. He ran through all the appliances we planned on using, USB point sockets, lights. They literally went through everything, and then what they do is they go and they'll make a report on what they think you will need for solar, for batteries, and they will actually also build the system for you as well to accommodate what you want. Now obviously as a family of 5 we were never going to be able to get the full spec of what would actually be required in our instance, so you work to the max capability of what you can get on the van. So like on the roof we can get 4 solar panels, which I think will be 700 watts. So they run through all that with you, and then you get this report, and they then also build the system which you can then use to start getting your quotes for the electrics. Found them to be very helpful, very friendly. I've had a few questions along the way, and yeah, they've been there to answer all them for me, so thanks Tom, really appreciate it. But now it's time to actually go get these electrics fitted, so we're on our way up to Hereford to see Bluefix. So join us next week where we finally get the heart of the van fitted and we can make our way up to Scotland. So until next time guys,
We'll see you in a bit.
ta-ra guys.